And thus, it was torn, it being that, because that tears it. I'm gonna form a strongly worded verbal letter to Nintendo about these roadkills of re-releases. Hey, Nintendo! Why'd you have to make Player's Choice so lame?
Well, sir, it was the player's choice.
Oh, God. We did this. Well, that was a hearty dose of garbage. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing all these leaks, so I decided I'm going to Washington, D.C. to propose a leak tax to Congress. Wish me luck. It went really great. Everybody listened to me, and at the end they gave me this slick coin, and they told me to come again next time, so I think we have this one in the bag. Son of a bitch, that was an AA meeting. Well, that was definitely community service, and 14 minutes of it. Anyways, I have places to do and things to be. I think I'm gonna go heckle some dogs at the pound. It's gonna be hilarious. When will I ever learn? Yeah, I should get rid of this. I'll take one. He bought illegal porn! And there you have it, and I know I probably requested something really lame in there, but come on, when the power's dead, so is all integrity. Oh, I guess it wasn't the circuit breaker after all. The power's back on! And to think all it took was a loss of credibility. Well, that was E3 1997, but I think this event deserves a bit more of a look-see. You see, Sega had a wide variety of sports games available in 1997, but no football. They tackled it with the NFL 2K series a few years later, but why wouldn't they make a football game in 97? A classic case of development hell, that's why. You see, I have this theory that Sega Sports was working on a football game to be released in 97, but it kept on getting delayed and delayed due to the sheer girth of the project until it eventually got cancelled due to the incompetency of the developers in 2006, and then our friendly neighborhood EA picked up the rights to the groundbreaking Sega Football 98, retooled the year to 08, and changed it to EA's own franchise. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I shock the world and reveal the missing Sega Sports game in 1997 turned out to be... could it have been anything else? And just like that, Scott caused a blood clot epidemic for 30 minutes worth of Nintendo Switch retrospective and review. But we can't forget that I totally predicted the Nintendo Switch, so step back, because I'm going to predict the Nintendo Switch's software lineup for 2019. Oh! Fuck yeah! You know, on second thought, I think I was being a bit too rash burying Ringo. I think I'm going to pull a video game company and turn my dead property into cash. I'm going to return him to the pet store. Shit, he was on clearance. So to answer the question on everybody's mind, are you wrong for preferring Smash 64 to every game after it? Yeah. Well, that was a nice mishmash of WiiWare titles, but don't worry, we have loads more to cover soon, and doing so will allow the Wii Shop channel to end gracefully, everybody will cherish their memories, and people will move on. Man, what I would give to be March 2018 Scott again. But hey, who knows, maybe things have cleared up in the past 12 minutes. A sin or not, I'm not ashamed to give this game 2 out of 10. 2D and 3D are some killer dimensions, and both have merit in the video game industry, but I want everything to be 3D from now on, so I'm gonna get a little help from my eye doctor. Yeah, I've had better ideas. Nintendo's reign as a card, toy, and sex factory was fun while it lasted, but it's pretty nice with them as a video game company at the moment. It also seems that they never had any desire to get into the inflatable gator business, so if you excuse me, I'm going to part with this humanely. Neighborhood's going to shit. I'm gonna use the rest of my checking account on a stacker game. Alright, where do I fill out the application to become homeless? 18? Get out of here. Think young, go younger. Don't worry guys, we're in an online chat room. These people are wholesome with a capital H. Scratch that. All in all, the new Super Mario Bros. Series aren't bad games. Alright, and that should hold me over for a while, but we still have loads more WiiWare games to look at. Definitely a solid way to pass the time before the shop channel gracefully and peacefully comes to an end. Was I f***ing mad? Well, at least we're in the post-apocalypse now, and it can't get any worse than post-apocalyptic. Well, that was a fun 5 hours, but I think it's a good idea to check and see how the cardboard industry is doing now. Damn it. This industry fluctuates like crazy. I'm broke. I guess I'll just bribe the guy at the gas station $20 to give me the winning lottery ticket. So those are just a few compilations. Definitely some of the cooler titles you can nab for your collection. I left the s'mores maker on. I deliberately left this one out to avoid this from happening. Well, after wasting so much time getting 120 stars in Mario Galaxy 2, I've spent no time bringing in the dough to pay some rent. But I caught these landlords hard. You see, the water here is free. All I have to do is bottle up some tap water, sell the water bottles at a water bottle stand for profit, and then I'm gonna be living on paying my rent on Time Avenue. So that's what a surplus is. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Let me check the ingredients on this bad boy. Oh, hell yeah.
Is that a pinball machine? Oh my god, my ass is bleeding.
Most of the time, tech demos aren't representative of any final product, so they can mainly be seen as harmless. They aren't like a yearbook quote, which is stuck with you for life. Of course, when I was in the room with the yearbook committee, they took the last thing that I said as my yearbook quote, and when you're in a room full of f***ing weirdos, that's how you get a quote that becomes, "Stop licking my neck!" E3 2018 has come and gone. Just like bills do, of which I have a few left pertaining to E3 2018 productions. Shit, I'm not getting the security deposit back on that company building. Should've just done that press conference in a tent. Well, it looks like my journey today has come to an end. It's been an honor to serve a part of the fellow unity of certified killers of bad astronomic-resistant ne'er-do-wells. Should really look into an abbreviation for that. It's also an honor to be a part of this whole 1950s B-movie shtick. Remember, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. It was a phase. Super Smash Bros. Melee is the cream of the crop of the franchise, no matter how you look at it. And while the game isn't my absolute favorite of the series, it's absolutely phenomenal, no doubt, and is like a dream come true. Speaking of which, I had an insane dream last night. I had a dream that I was the sex bot! Shoot your ideas for new game consoles at me. But I'm not gonna need them because I'm off to Microsoft to pitch my idea for the Xbox Infinite. I'll use the power of Google Maps to ensure I make it there, no problem. I've gone this whole time without showing any form of dairy. Nice observation, me. I've actually been using this time to read up on an old family recipe to bake my own milk for this very moment. That's probably it. Ah, where's the rewind button? It's absolutely ridiculous how hard it is for people to notice the bold black letter in the corner of these games. Well, I'm taking a stand. We need to expand the size of these things. It's for the kids. Brawl was a great game, and was where everybody's mind started racing as to what could possibly be a Smash Brothers character. Rayman, Gino, the General, Chibi Robo, Vince Young, Brett Favre. As an assist trophy. What can I say? I love looking at these things. I actually would really like to see how a lot of these leaked Nintendo Direct lists were made. Devil's Third. It wasn't that great, wasn't that bad either. It was just right. However, Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines Devil's Third as a 3 from GameSpot. F*** this game. Silly me, almost had an opinion there. You'll learn something at every E3. 98 taught me to keep my prized possessions safe from competitors like what Sega did with the Dreamcast. I wrote piss on this gallon of milk to make sure nobody drinks it. Yeah, Sonic 2 is really where the series started to get good in my opinion, and after seeing how it set the standard for video games released on a Tuesday, it made me want to do something just as monumental as that was. How about I'll go the rest of my life without verbs? From here on out, I will never use a verb. Damn it! I kid. Game development is tough stuff. I should know. I've been working on this unknown game for a while now. Really, I have no idea what it is. I've restarted so many times, I don't even know if I'm working on a game at this point. Yikes. Well, better give him what I have at this point. Damn it, they never asked me to make a game in the first place. They asked me to make a Snickers bar. That's all fine and good, but I'm only one virgin point away from being eligible for a V-card. Maybe just mentioning viral games can give me that 1 point. There's Facade, Getting Over It, Amnesia, Donkey Kong Barrel Blade. No! I'm never gonna be a virgin at this rate. Well, let me know what your favorite or least favorite game controllers are, and if you'd excuse me, I have another, for real this time, meeting about video game related issues. This time on video game box art. You gotta be f***ing kidding me. They've gotta feel pretty good because we have 400 copies of Wii Play being nurtured by yours truly. But coming back to the whole I will die thing, who's gonna look over my 400 copies of Wii Play when I'm gone? Pardon me, 433. While it can be brutally difficult, Mega Man 1 can piss me off any day because it spawned a great soccer game. Capcom, where's the Mega Man Soccer Legacy Collection, including all 1 games? We've really looked at a lot of WiiWare games, but the only thing that matters is that we finally looked at one that allowed us to make a card. I'm gonna send this to future Scott, maybe around January of 2019 or so. He'll really get a kick out of this. This does nothing for me. Well, with the Wii Shop channel closing on January 30th, I should really take time to appreciate what I have. A Wii filled with WiiWare games, and an open cellar door. Huh. Really makes it easy for anybody to come in and steal my net worth! Well, it just warmed my heart to go on and on and on about the Nintendo DS. Maybe I'll see if there's anybody nearby on PictoChat who feels the same way. Woo! We got a live one! Somebody joined, maybe I'll tell them I see you like PictoChat. The last 2 messages didn't send. Yeah, that sounded a lot more murdery than I wanted it to. So yes, as a game, Wii Music is pretty bad. As an application, it's incredibly flawed, but it did its job for a handful of people. Regardless, it's still hard for me to let that song selection slide. Who the hell looked at this thing and said, "Oh shit, Daydream Believer by the Monkees"? Well, that blew. Seriously, Night Trap and the Sega CD. I should be completely pissed out by now, but no, the pissometer remains incomplete. Halloween will never be the same until it's filled.
Hey Scott, it's Dr. Bill. It's my honor to tell you you have a urinary tract infection.
At least we'll always have the memories of cheat codes and the old games to still use them on, which is great. Seriously, how else am I supposed to beat Wheel of Fortune on NES? Can't beat this sucker without the moon gravity cheat. I wonder what the 3DS character select screen looks like now with all the DLC characters. Holy shit. Who needs vision anyways?
Well, it's over. New store opened down the street. Some really steep competition. We just can't keep up with them.
I mean, I've had 5 people ask if we sell cigarettes. Maybe we should start taking trade-ins.
You think you know how to run a business? I know a guy with a NASA shirt, okay? I earned this job!
This is my peak. Well, after everything I've been through, I'm done. I'm not going to game stores anymore. I'll say it's because I'm protesting them, but it's really because I'm unemployed. Well, after buying all those As Seen on TV products and being as seen on TV myself, I think one of my 4 life goals has finally been fulfilled. And I'm actually finally over buying all those As Seen on TV products. Son of a bitch! Console redesigns can be a real make it or break it moment for us when it comes to actually deciding whether or not to buy a console, and they can also help a console retain relevancy and not fade away like a fad, like the Tamagotchi or leprosy. Me personally, I have 3 major deciding factors on picking up a console redesign or not. Yeah, checks out. Well, that was a solid slate of WiiWare games. Let's see how many I didn't care about. Damn it! That's not a great sign because we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel of WiiWare games to look at. But it's fine because I forgot what I was gonna say there. It was stupid. Nothing is fine. The world is going to end. Wii Shop channel's demise is inevitable. But at least I don't have to worry about getting brutally killed since I don't have my Wii anymore. I can't live without Leave the Meerkats, I gotta get it back! Collector's editions can be lamer than lame sometimes, but hey, if you personally see some value in one, go for it. It's not like some of them are the only versions released of certain games, falsely advertise their contents, include items that you're never going to use, take up 500 square feet of your house, are ludicrously overpriced, or one of 15 different versions, none of which come with all the content, or just called Collector's Edition on the box for no reason. Yeah, that would be ridiculous! Well, after sitting at this desk for 2 years, talking about stupid Nintendo games and Madden 08, it's a little weird saying that one of those things is gone.
Hey Scott, it's your old pal sweepstakes winner announcery Jim here. It's my honor to tell you you've won our contest where you get to create whatever video game you desire.
I told them I wanted to make a game called Madden 08 for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 and all the old platforms, and they're making an HD remake of it too!